subject matter. What's up, Carmen? Happy to see you, dude. Give me a number one. Man, we got everybody. Pure Evanshi, Don Debbie, Golden Shower. That's your name, dude. Go cry me a river. What's up, Morgan? Skippy. Yes, sir. I got practice today. Ooh. Jim Cross, C. Maldo. Man, you guys are blowing me up today. This is a good time. Hey, here's my question. I'm going to keep it short today. What is your favorite luxury car? What is your favorite luxury car? What is it? Well, thanks, Morgan. Thanks for the number one. I was going to get heavy today, man. I wanted to do a whole thing today on what is your biggest risk if you're an American. I know I got a lot of people from outside the United States, but I was going to do a whole thing on what is your biggest risk if you're an American. I'm happy to go there. It's going to be very heavy. But yeah, I kind of want to say get into what your favorite luxury car is today because I don't got a lot of time. Oh, what's up, Nature Boy? Nate dropping in the Cadillac. Which what model Cadillac? Lambo. Go cry me a river likes the Lambo. Okay, I'm down. Oh Jesus. Mason's got to drop the top G. Bugatti. A Bugatti. He likes the Bugatti, or as Andrew Tate says, Bugatti. Carmen says Lambo or Ferrari on a budget. Johnny Cologne, biggest risk is I'm going to Brazil to do luta libre. Ooh, nice, dude. Get the Brazilian catch wrestling. Cimaldo says Corvette. Yeah, Corvette's cool, man. What is your favorite luxury car? I'm absolutely fascinated because I've got some clients in the luxury car space. And it's got me kind of poking around. Go cry me a river. Highest risk thing. Putting myself in all those wrestling positions when you have weak knees. Skippy likes a McLaren. We got Bugatti. We got McLaren. We got a couple Lambos. Ferrari. Cadillac. Nature Boy says the Cadillac CTSV. What is that? Is that the SUV? Or what is that? I'll have to look that up. I'm going to look that up. What is your favorite? Oh, Kendo Jedi. Dude, old school. 88 miles an hour in the DeLorean. Time travel. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I love it. Hey, how many of you guys coming out to camp this weekend? Josh Barnett, the War Master, and Wade Chalice, the Pinisher, America's greatest pinner. Two legends, one camp. I mean, dude, Scientific Wrestling delivering as usual, as we have for 20 years, man. Made a post yesterday. I probably coached thousands of people myself, plus all the other people that got access via Scientific Wrestling to guys like Billy Robinson and all them. Hope to see you guys. I know Carmen's going to be there giving me 100%. So I'm torn on the luxury vehicle thing. If I just had money just to totally blow, I would get probably a high-end Jag. Just because for some reason, what's up, Fumi Saito? Happy to see you, man. Got people in Japan checking us out. I love Jags, but if I'm being practical, I mean probably oh man, the McLaren's a good one. I don't know, man. That's a GT, maybe a Continental. That might do it. You know, I haven't really gotten too deep into it, so I'm trying to get educated. Let's see here. I'm Googling right now. Yeah, the Bentley Continental. I liked the 2015 Bentley Continental. Like that, I think to me, if I just was going to just go splurge, that would be the ride. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That Bentley Continental GT? These things are sick. Sick. I love them. I'm gonna go right now onto CarMax. Let's see if they have Bentley Continental GT. No. Yeah. Go cry me. What do I like it for? I just love the design. I think it's so sick. I drive a Dodge Challenger all-wheel drive right now. I would probably get a Hellcat, but in Colorado, that's suicide. I got kids, so I actually drive around with my kids and whatnot. But yeah, I I like the all-wheel drive. It actually handles incredible in the snow. It's not the fastest. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. There are definitely I mean, the Demon and the Hellcat and whatnot. Those things are so much faster. But I definitely dig the Challenger. I love Dodge. Sad that they're discontinuing the Challenger line here and going to go. I guess they're going all electric here pretty soon. So I literally have 15 minutes. 15 minutes and then I'm out. Right now, how many cars do I have? I only have two. I got get the wife an Escalade. That's what's up. Yeah, maybe, dude. Go cry me a river, Honda Civic. Yeah, I got two cars right now. I got to be honest with you. I'm very seriously considering the Cybertruck. I'm really seriously considering it. Just dude, it's like insane. I can get the 3 motor for like 90K. Who needs 3 motors? I'll get the 2 motor for 70. Dude, it's pretty sick. I don't know. Go cry me a river. How's my day been? It's been good, man. I've been like studying and working and building. So you guys know, obviously Scientific Wrestling, been around 20 years, completely changed the landscape of grappling and MMA. Yeah, what's up, man? I cannot see who you are on Facebook. I'm so sorry. You've got to like register with this. If your account is private, Stealth Van. Yeah, that's what my wife. We bought this Kia Sedona like 10 years ago. She won't get rid of it. We got like the high end $80,000 version like 10 years ago. And it's still, the tech is great and she won't get rid of it. She loves this. And it's a Kia. The tech is sick, honestly, in Kia. But yeah, I want to get that Cybertruck so bad. It looks pretty dope. I guess all 4 wheels turn. I don't know. Thing looks cool. So do you guys actually know? Oh, let's see. Go cry me a river. I was just going to say I was going to fly to America, get citizenship. I was going to ask you if you would recommend me to your gym, but you've already answered the question. Okay. Well, get to America, dude. That's awesome. Johnny Cologne says, hey, coach, have you ever reached out to the Lucha Libre guys to do some sort of team up? No, man. Let them know. Like I'd love to, because really, what I am trying to do with Scientific Wrestling is create the baddest freaking grappling style out there. And what I mean by baddest is, listen, I am not super concerned with like the Krav Maga, Jeet Kune Do street defense stuff. Other people can be. That's just not my jam. I'm really disinterested, and that's boring. What I like is sport, and I like combat sport. And my mission with Scientific Wrestling is to bring back competitive professional wrestling, competitive grappling under professional wrestling rules. We've done it. We've done it in tournament form. We've done it with Shoot Pro as an invitational, more of a pro wrestling promotion that does shoot only. But so in my quest, I fell in love with grappling. I love grappling. It's like amazing. It has applications in self-defense, has applications in fitness, has applications in mixed martial arts, in all these things. I think it's fantastic. It's definitely consumed my attention for a very long time. I've been very obsessed with it. But in this journey, I started out as a peewee wrestler, didn't really understand, because I was a kid, that wrestling is like the best. I didn't understand that. I just thought it was just sport like baseball or anything like that. And so then I went into martial arts and came back to grappling. I went to UFC 2, blew my mind, got back into wrestling and grappling, particularly the jiu-jitsu stuff, started going against wrestlers and realized, dude, wrestling is better. And this was in the early 90s. And so I dedicated myself at the beginning of the 2000s in creating this wrestling style. And everything took me back to Catch as Catch Can, which is, to me, the fountainhead. It's the source where grappling comes from, MMA comes from, Olympic wrestling, scholastic, like freestyle, folk style in the United States. So all that took me to Catch as Catch Can. However, Catch as Catch Can, and it took me to guys like Carl and Billy and these guys who were major players in the scene, like basically created MMA. And so, I wanted to distill that into a style, but I needed to update it and keep it relevant. And so, I think my company, Scientific Wrestling, in so many ways has become synonymous with Catch as Catch Can wrestling. But it's Scientific Wrestling is bigger. Catch as Catch Can is a huge part of our toolkit and our curriculum, and our offer. And we seriously deliver the very best. There's nobody who could come within a I mean, nobody is even close to us. LinkedIn, what's up, big boy? I have no idea who you are, but what's up? Scientific Wrestling, though, Catch as Catch Can is a very big part of the repertoire. Carnival style from Dick Cardinal. He was the first guy. And then obviously Carl Gotch and Billy Robinson, massive influences, hands-on, getting their hands into Scientific Wrestling. But additionally, obviously brought in Wade Chalice, who from a pinning perspective was the greatest. And this is in folk style and freestyle, but primarily folk style, funk style wrestling. But then we've also been informed by Mark Schultz, was instrumental in the early days. And then a great guy, great human being. And then Gene LaBelle. So Gene LaBelle's style, we integrate a couple things that I picked up from Gene firsthand. And then who else? Oh, of course. And then on the MMA side, Frank Shamrock, like legendary. And in addition, Josh Barnett. So we've kind of tried to take an amalgam from all these guys, right? Let me see. Johnny Cologne says, maybe if we could unite all the out-of-state guys to be under the Scientific Wrestling banner. Listen, man, here's the thing. I just do my thing and I put it out there. And if people are interested, and there have been a lot, I mean, again, let me rattle them off. Carl Gotch, Billy Robinson, Dick Cardinal, Gene LaBelle, Frank Shamrock, Wade Chalice have been interested with what we're doing. And then in addition, all the other athletes, affiliates, people coming to the coaching seminar, the thousands of people. So people are interested. If they're interested, they can reach out. I'm happy to make connections, to network. I definitely think Lucha Libre is fantastic. I think Lucha Libre is very interesting because it has spent so much time immersed with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that they've merged and blended. And so really I call Scientific Wrestling hybrid grappling. Like, that is a term that we started using. Two of our guys, Gil Olivas, down at Black Flag Submission Company in Arizona, as well as Dave Patron, Catch Cradle King, Dave Patron, both came up through Scientific Wrestling, and they were using variations. Dave was using hybrid submission grappling, and then Gil was using hybrid grappling. I'm like, dude, this is exactly what we do, because we even allow for jiu-jitsu, right? Because jiu-jitsu is such a big part. We don't really teach jiu-jitsu per se, because I think there are so many people out there teaching it, and like every possible permutation of using the guard. So I'm like, well, we'll take the other 99% of the human body or whatever. So, but we do have a lot of stuff that is strategic to use in a jiu-jitsu situation as well. So it really is hybrid grappling. Leica, the Maligator. So some of these names, man, you guys are super creative. Got into catch by learning the history of pro wrestling, worked the indie circuit, no catch school, learned from videos, use it in my jiu-jitsu now, freaks people out. Yeah. We had a similar path there. I started out Pee-wee, got into martial arts, got into jiu-jitsu, got into grappling, went back into wrestling, did pro wrestling, got into catch wrestling. So this is why it's hybrid grappling. And, I'm going to be honest, like if I look at some of the old catch wrestling from like the American side, a lot of the takedown stuff is just not that good. That's what I really was drawn to Carl and Billy, because they had created almost a hybrid style as well by integrating Greco-Roman takedowns, which I feel was totally prescient, because I feel that Greco-Roman is a fantastic style for grappling in MMA. This is why you had guys like Dan Henderson and Couture and Lin and all those guys blown up in the beginning, because they weren't changing their level, getting guillotined or needing the head, a la Masvidal. So it's all hybrid grappling. So Go Cry Me a River says, I never knew this. I'm not sure. I'm kind of slow on the comments. Sorry. Go Cry Me a River says, damn. Dat Knee Grump Phil says, I miss wrestling, but not cutting weight. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, man. LinkedIn. Hey, what's up, Thomas Aaron? Happy to see you, dude. What you doing, man? I gotta get in there and get my headshots. My buddy Thomas Aaron, guy does the coolest headshots. Just find him on LinkedIn. Here, I'll put up his name again so people can find him. You can't miss it. It'll say headshots. He does really good headshots. I'm gonna go get in with him very, very soon. Thanks for the message, though, by the way. Go Cry Me a River says, do I do jiu-jitsu personally? I've done it. I don't do it, but I've done it. I did it for a while, and then I just kind of got burnt. I started with the very first person I ever did grappling with was Pedro Sauer. We flew him in from Salt Lake City to Boulder Karate. This had to be 93. Also flew in Ricardo Miguel and Kazeka Munez. Then I flew when I graduated from Boulder, I moved to San Francisco, and specifically to train with Carly Gracie. And I was there for about 2 years, and then I just got burned out. And that's when I started actually going and doing folk style with a guy named Dan Coltrane out in Oakland, California. Then I picked up pro wrestling, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm going to do some pro wrestling for a minute. Got burned out on that. And that led me to catch, which led me to Billy and Carl and Dick Cardinal and all these other guys. Nate Hinkson, can I talk a bit about the camp this weekend? Yeah, dude, it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Coachingcatch.com. Go there now. Let me throw up the link for you guys. It's going to be sick, dude. Saturday, Josh Barnett. Dude, suplexed an Olympic gold medalist judoka in Pride. So awesome. Ran through every jiu-jitsu tournament. Game as hell. It's like, dude, throw them at me. I'm going to go. I just love that. It's just so amazing. Josh and not only that is Josh tough as hell, but he's smart as hell. To me, he's very much the epitome of scientific wrestling. So he's going to be there all day Saturday. And then Wade is showing up at the end of the day. And what happens at the retreat is we have a big old party on Saturday night. It's like $20. You throw down some $20, you get endless food. They have booze. They have musicians. I mean, it's actually cool. This retreat is really neat out in the Mojave Desert. Might start a fire in the teepee and tell some stories. It's so cool with Josh and Wade. All right. So get in the room. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And then Sunday is all Wade. And so you're going to learn from America's greatest pinner. I don't know what else you need to know, man. Just get to coachingcatch.com. Show up. That's the link where you register. We call it an accelerator camp, but it's also it's also a path to becoming a coach as well. Go cry me a river. I'm not very well educated. Don't listen to me. Oh, don't worry about that, dude. That just means you're not in on the propaganda. That's what education is, really. It's like who you get propagandized by. So let's see. Go cry me a river says old school. I think I'm caught up. All right, guys. If you got any more questions, now's the time. Otherwise, I am going to jet. Got to go pick up my kids. I've been working all day. No1 Coaching is expanding. Super stoked. I'm actually, part of the reason I asked you guys about the car thing is that I am dabbling with, right now I'm doing market research to start applying No1 Coaching to start marketing to luxury car dealerships. So Lake on the Maligator, any catch schools? Dude, we got affiliate schools. We got 2 in Colorado. I think we've got 3 in California. We got 2 in Arizona. We've got 1 in Oklahoma. We've got 1 in Canada, right above Detroit in Windsor. We've got 1 in Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana, birthplace of Grant Cardone. Let's see here. Go cry me a river. What would you recommend everyone watching to do? Go sign up and get in the room, coachingcatch.com. That would be number 1. If you're into grappling, I'm assuming, because my Instagram is linked mostly to my grappling guys. Some of you guys out on LinkedIn or Facebook, you might not even know I have like a big grappling company that I do all this stuff with. I mean, you probably do because I talk about it all the time. But Carmen says, see you, coach. Keep killing it. Thank you, brother. I'll see you this weekend. Carmen coming down from Canada to get in the room with Wade and Josh. Should be absolutely insane. But anyway, No1 Coaching, I'm going to start focusing on doing marketing. What we do is we help small businesses with 10 to 50 employees with sales training that will increase your revenues 30% in 90 days. You just look at your revenues, your monthly revenue, increase that by 30%. That's what we're going to give you. And in addition, what we're expanding into now is starting to do marketing. But the marketing, I'm going to just focus on a niche at first, and that's luxury cars. I'm really excited. So everybody chiming in about McLaren and Bugatti and Lambo and all that, I appreciate it because those are the guys that I'm going to be hitting up. So once I close a few deals, my goal here is to get 20. So actually, if you know somebody in the luxury car space, let me know because I'm going to help them make more money, sell more of those cars, get more of those badass rides out on the streets so you guys can enjoy them. And maybe you'll be one of those people to buy it. Go Cry Me a River says, thank you for this very insightful live stream. I don't know, man. I'm just blabbing, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I appreciate you tuning in. So guys, last chance. Literally, if I don't get a question in 10 seconds, I'm signing out. I appreciate you guys all tuning in today. Like I said, get to coachingcatch.com. That's the Accelerator Camp registration page. Get over there, register. Southern California, Mojave Desert, dude. Stop making excuses. Throw it on your credit card. Go donate blood. Go mow some lawns. Dude, you can get a cheap flight on Southwest for like round trip, like $200. Go find a buddy to split an Airbnb with you. Show up to the camp. The camp is $250 for 2 days of training with like the biggest legends ever, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You have to just get signed up. I think right now we have about maybe 20. I think it's probably closer to 15. So we still have room for about 3 or 4 more guys. I would get in, dude. This will change your game 100%. JD's on 88. What's a good pair of wrestling shoes that aren't super expensive? I'm thinking about switching to Catch from BJJ. Well, that's awesome. By the way, congratulations and welcome to the club. I don't know because I don't really judge if something's cheap. I have like 3 pairs of wrestling shoes. I am partial to Asics. I like Asics because the sole is actually sewn in. I find they last longer. However, because I'm retired because of my carotid dissection. I've been retired for almost 10 years, man. 2014. That's fucking nuts. I've only been coaching. So when I coach, I'm usually in my A6. I got this cool pair of Italian ones. I don't even know the name. They just look like old school shooter wrestler boots. I bought those. I don't even know the name. They're Italian. But I really liked those. The ones when I was competitive, they're all just worn to shit. Were those what are those Adidas ones? The red and black with the white stripe or the red stripes on them, dude. Those those are the best wrestling shoes ever, dude. I loved it, man. So I don't know, man. I like Adidas, but dude, and maybe it's just because I beat them up so bad, they didn't seem to last. Anytime I bought an Asics, they seemed to last longer. So I don't know if that helps you. But anyway, yeah, guys, punchy facey, of course they are. So guys, get out to the accelerator camp if you can. If you want to help us in our mission to bring scientific wrestling is the greatest personal development program in the history, man. Entrepreneurship is the greatest professional development. I've merged them two into the affiliate program, scientificwrestler.com. Get over to that website. Check out the value stack. The offer is sick. You won't find a better deal in the business. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. We've got a million ways to get you in. Some of them are as low as like $225 a month. You could start selling and doing everything that we do with scientific wrestling and help us in our mission to bring out the greatest, most impactful sport in the history of humankind, scientific wrestling, catch as catch can, to the rest of the planet. I definitely need your help because we're trying to reach billions. Like I said, I posted on Instagram all these photos of me traveling the world and coaching all these people alongside with like Billy or Josh or something like that. JD Zon says, thanks for the input. Take care. Hey, man, let me know what shoes you get. Like Rudy's has shoes and I've never worn them. So I don't know. Dude, it's been like 10 years and shit's changed a lot since then. Yeah, man, I got all those pictures of me traveling the world, doing all that kind of stuff. And I've reached arguably tens of thousands of people, but I'm at my limit. I want to reach billions. Tens of thousands is very far from billions. So this is where I need you guys' help. And I need you to partner with me through the affiliate program. Go to scientificwrestler.com. Check it out. I think you guys will dig it. It's seriously insane. In our first year, we added 14 affiliates internationally. We're adding England here in process. I'm very excited about that. It's going to be insane. So, and if I can help your small to medium-sized business or somebody is struggling right now, especially with this economy, I know it's rough, dude, with all the interest rates and stuff. Our mission with number one is to flip that statistic that says 9 out of 10 small businesses fail in the first decade. We want to make it 9 out of 10 succeed in the first decade. And most of that's going to come through business development trainings, marketing, sales, and operations, how to scale and handle your business. Guys, I appreciate you. It's time for me now to go pick up my kids. I just did get the Challenger washed, by the way. Maybe I'll throw up a picture. It's looking good, dude. It's looking so good. Okay. Hit me up if I can help you. I'd love to see you over at the, I'd love to see you at the camp. So go cry me a river. I'm sure if you can find a young charismatic, you may be able to promote your contact to younger audience. Are you saying I'm old, dude? I am old. Yeah. This is what I need. Like, we do have a bunch of the guys that are involved with either the coaching catch program, the accelerator, the coaching program, and we have people in the affiliate program. And one of the things that we do is we do this marketing training where I show them how to do things like this to reach more people. Because the fact is I've been very, very effective, more effective than probably anybody else. That's why I'm where I'm at. But I need to replicate what I'm doing. And I'm teaching people. This is, they talk about give a man a fish or teach a man to fish. I'm going to show you the business. how you can do something that you absolutely love, make a living, and change lives for the better, right? I appreciate you guys. Go Cry Me a River says, Go Cry Me Arver says, I will check it out. Good. Scientificwrestler.com. Johnny Cologne, I want to see you on the Joe Rogan podcast. I would love to see me on the Joe Rogan podcast too. I think it'd be fun. I appreciate that. I've known Joe in the past as he got bigger and had a bajillion people bombarding him. I'm not that guy that's like bugging him all the time. But dude, like first date with my wife, he was instrumental. Like I took my wife to go see, this is when we were first date. I took her to the Comedy Store in LA to go see Joe. And at this time, he and we had each other's phone numbers. And I said, hey, dude, I'm taking this chick. I'm trying to impress her. Dude, he was so cool. He like brought me backstage, made me out to be like a much cooler dude than I am. Just totally like a wingman, man. Like helped me seal the deal. Here I am 3 kids later, going to be married next month. It'll be 17 years. And actually Joe was a part of that. Yeah, he's a great guy. I'd love to get on there and tell him the impact. I don't even know if he knows the impact that he's had on my life. Fantastic human being. And just not affected by the fame. I don't know if I could do that. Like be as like global phenomenon as Joe Rogan and not be affected and still be like a real dude. That guy's got like a superpower for that, for real. Just being a real mensch, for lack of a better term. Johnny Cologne says, I'm pretty sure one day he'll invite you on. We'll see, man. I mean, I just think, it's, I don't know, man. Like, I would love it. I think we'd have a lot to talk about. I know he's talked about Catch as Catch Can. Anytime he has like Josh or Ric Flair or the Undertaker, he's always bringing up Catch. I'm the Catch guy. And we would also have a lot to speak about politically, having my background in libertarianism and whatnot. We'll see, man. I would love it. It'd be fantastic. Also like to get on Chael's podcast. He and I send emails back and forth. I met him. Billy helped coach him the night before Son and Silva won. And really, like, that was the one where, nobody thought anybody could beat Silva. And Son took him all the way to the end and then just barely lost with that triangle. It was such an epic performance. Anyway, the Mind of HB says he loves Josh Barnett. Get both of you guys on there. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Dude, do not let me smoke weed if I get on there, though. I cannot smoke weed dude, every once in a while, I'm not a teetotaler. I drink, I'll smoke, all that kind of, but I barely do anymore. There was a time in my life when I was all about it. It's just, I don't want to end up like Elon Musk and blowing all my businesses up. So, anyway, appreciate you guys. I'll check you hopefully tomorrow. Dude, Friday, I'm going to be in California. Hope I'll see you there, man. Get over to coachingcatch.com. Get registered right away. Please do. You'll be glad you did. Trust me on it. You'll be glad you did. Oh, wait. Puerto Rican rum. Dude, I've been ignoring all my people out on YouTube. Do you have to be very high level? No. Nope. We've had world champions at camp in wrestling, in grappling, in MMA, but we've also had absolute beginners. It's really an interesting way. It's customized for every person. Part of these are the thing that I really love about these camps is we have a high coach to participate ratio. So you're not just like somebody shows you something and you don't get it. Like sometimes we make people cry because we're so serious about people getting it. Just being real. Like we seriously care. I'd show up if you can do it. I'd love to see you there, man. Brandon Ruiz talking about a world champ. What's up, dude? Who would be a dream matchup for Catch as Catch Can? 2 guys you'd like to see. You know who I'd like to see compete under Catch as Catch Can rules? I'd like to see Bo Nickel and Gordon Ryan under Catch as Catch Can rules with pinning and submissions. That would be killer. I also like to see, I wouldn't mind seeing I mean, they're on the same team, so you wouldn't see it. But Craig Jones and Nicky Rod, I'd love to see those guys just roll under the catch wrestling rules. And then I'd love to see tag teams. Love to see like Craig and Nicky Rod on a team, and then again Gordon Ryan, and maybe not with Bo Nickel, maybe I don't know, somebody else from the Death Squad or whatever. That would be sick, dude. That would be so cool, man. Brandon says, or girls. I mean, there's so many great girls. Like I just saw Rose Namajunas grappling over at the Abu Dhabis. She did great. I just would love to see people start playing with the rule set. I don't get what the freaking speed bump is here, man. Like we've had plenty of competitions, plenty of people love it. Like the higher level guys need to actually just freaking stop dicking around and do it. Like, oh, okay, we're going to roll for submissions with pins. It's not hard, man. And then when you get that, go into tag team. People love the tag team competitive grappling under the pro wrestling rules of Shoot Pro Wrestling. Go to shootprowrestling.com. I have the rules out there. Those same rules that we've done 3 shows on and God knows how many tournaments on. Do it. You'll love it. Promise. The Mind of HB says, damn, that would be mind-blowing. Johnny Clone says, I got to team up with Marco. For first camp, so that really helped. As that was my first time grappling. Yeah, so Marco with Camp Carmen, they run Scientific Wrestling Canada, and man, they've come to, in the last year, 8 camps. I think this will be their 9th camp. That's how serious. They've come to every camp. This is the same level of dedication, mind you, that Sam Crescent had. When Billy and I were doing camps, Sam came to every camp. Dude, we pull you guys in. But I got to see you're serious. And the only way I know you're serious is if you show up. Enough jibber jabber talking about it. Get on the mat. The Mind of HB. Victoria Anthony would be awesome to catch. Yes, sir. 100%. I know you're talking about the African-American girl, the wrestler. She's badass. She has a tat wrestling mixed with knowledge of judo. Yeah, you know, I like the only guy outside of catch that I think is just so mind-blowing is Justin Flores. That guy, when I look at his stuff, I'm like, dude, who taught you catch? It looks just like catch can, but that's because he mixes the judo, jiu-jitsu, and folk style. Oh, that's very much catch wrestling. Brandon, world champ, dude, go get his instructional. He's asking if I have any new instructionals out. I don't. For me, I don't. I have the 3. I have catch wrestling submissions. This is off of BJJ Fanatics. Catch wrestling takedowns, and then the Nelson family. I'll leak this now. A group of us with Scientific Wrestling are heading out to a secret location in Southern California in July, and we're going to all shoot some content for BJJ Fanatics. There's the problem with instructionals that I find is that people just get sucked down these like very narrow corridors. This is why I did the Nelsons, because nobody had done Nelsons for grappling. I was like, okay. So the next one that we're going to do is going to be an instructional that is not technique based. Well, this is the one I'm going to do. I know some of the other guys have some technique stuff they want to share, but this is the thing that where I think the technology needs to go and the grappling needs to go is timing and balance. I think people got technique up the freaking wazoo, but the problem is people can't put it together in a live situation. They can't pull the trigger. And that's because they don't know how to train for timing and balance with the technique. That is what my next one will be. So I appreciate the question. Hopefully we'll get that banged out by end of summer, and get that out to the market. The Mind of HB says she's trying her hand in MMA. Very smart. That's where most people go. They want to make some money or get a name for themselves. That's where the attention's at. Grow Cry Me Arbor says Andrew Tate convinced, coerced people into doing those affiliate links. By the way, it's pretty easy to get. I don't care about Andrew Tate. I don't really want to get famous. I'm not running a scam. I'm not coercing anybody. There's none of that. I don't have to do that. If somebody is as freaking obsessed with grappling, in particular the things that we're doing with Josh Wade, Billy Robinson, Frank Shamrock, Wade Chalice, like all the Carl Gotch, then we are your place. And we will show you how to make a living, changing lives, doing the coolest, most impactful sport that in all of recorded history. And that is catch as catch can and the other ancillary parts of scientific wrestling. Grady, help me time my lat drop. Dude, you need to come to camp, dude. That's like the basic. That's like, dude, you have to come to camp. We teach so much stuff at these camps. I've been teaching for 20 years, this stuff, 20 years. And people come to these camps. I have people, one of my guys, John Fabricatore, he's a close friend of mine, great human being. He came to my very first training camps that I held with Dick Cardinal. I think the first ones I held were with Wade and Mark, and I haven't had anybody from that era. Maybe Jesse Merez, who's also a coach and an elite coach with scientific wrestling. The camps are always new, dude, because this deep is so well. The well is so deep of information. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's see here. Johnny Clone, I've been using the Billy Robinson pivot at the bar at work to throw some people down. Yeah, it works, man. Kendo Jetta, I just want to get good at grappling. Let's go, dude. You're getting there. I was glad to see you in Denver, man. Got to get you out to Phoenix. The mind of HB says, nice, Johnny. So, all right, guys, I pushed it. You guys keep asking me questions, but I got to cut it off. I do have to go get my kids. Otherwise I get in trouble. So, I will try to come back tomorrow. I am going to talk about what tomorrow is going to be a heavier day. It's not going to be lighthearted. I mean, I can't help it. Like, I'm like a failed comedian. I wanted to be a comedian so bad. I love humor, but I try to put in serious stuff with it. So maybe kind of like how George Carlin was. That was my favorite comedian. Going to talk about what is the biggest risk to Americans, to your life. Your biggest risk you face, the biggest threat, your biggest enemy. That's going to be tomorrow's talk. I'm talking statistically. I'm not talking bullshit or politics. I don't really care about any of that. I'm talking like, what is your actual biggest risk of dying and who's aiming the gun at you? Okay. Johnny Cologne, Kendo Jetta, you going to the Mojave camp? I don't think he is. I won't speak for him. Hey, thanks for grabbing a badge, Will. I appreciate it. I hope he shows up, dude. This is going to be a killer capstone to the 2023 spring tour, man. We hit Charlotte, we hit Denver, we hit Arizona, man. We did Orlando. Who else did we hit? Man, we did it all. It was a great season. I appreciate all you guys that showed up. But I gotta go, dude. I'm not getting in trouble. I appreciate you guys. Hit me up at the DMs or whatever. I'll let you know whatever I can if you need information.